All right, so this is the Sunday update live for, I just started my timer for Sunday, February 19th, 2023. I'm live on TikTok right now. Okay, let's see. Hi, my name is Eric Leo 108, and I'm a sociologist, philosopher, and hip-hop artist with schizoaffective disorder. So I did release on the first, third, and fifth Friday of every month, but now I'm releasing it every week. February 2023's second release is called Atheist Raps. The next release drops February 24th and is called Blow Me Up. Okay, so Atheist Raps is an energetic and meditative track about religion, mainly Christianity. The beat is by Keanu and was mixed and mastered by Sam Peters at La Luna in Kalamazoo. I've been keeping up with the word of the day rhyme every day. I'll be releasing new music every week. I'm gonna see if all this brings me any attention, and if it doesn't, I'm going to try something different because as of now, the approach is not working. Consistency means nothing to these platforms unless you're colonizing attention. You won't grow. So basically, if I'm not bringing people into the platform, I won't grow. So it basically the algorithm doesn't push me, and it doesn't matter how good. I have to make way better content. Like I have to make visually stimulating content. Like this format where I just talk doesn't get me, doesn't allow me to grow. So yeah, let's see. Well, I'll talk about my blog post that I have about Atheist Raps. You can find this at ericleo.org under the new release section. So, Atheist Raps is about perspectives of an atheist. It's intellectually meditative. It's an intellectually meditative track with an energetic beat. I'm sure Christians would think it's controversial, but it's really about how Christians don't make any sense, or how Christianity doesn't make any sense. I've been an atheist since 2005, although I went to Catholic school. So the reason I don't believe in Jesus is that it's stupid to me and doesn't make sense. I guess I should say it's illogical and not based on reason. Religious people like Christians know this, which is why pastors will tell you it requires faith, which is the belief in something despite the lack of evidence. Basically, I don't see blind faith as something that doesn't I don't see blind faith in something that doesn't make sense as a good thing, which is why I think Christians are stupid, or at least have a purely emotional attachment to Jesus. If your religion makes you a better person, that's great, but that doesn't mean you're right. Check out my, let's see, I left a video in the blog post about the myth of Jesus and how it's based off old myths of the sun like Horus and Dionysius, who were also born of a virgin, died on a cross, and were resurrected. I talk about this in context of my word of the day that I did that day. The truth is, Christians are atheists too. Christians deny the existence of gods, although they have devoted followers, and just as many believers. So Christians deny the existence of other gods, although other gods have devoted followers and just as many believers and evidence. Atheists just take denying God's existence one God further. Christians also have an air of superiority, especially here in America. It's ridiculous. They think they are more moral because of the 10 Commandments and heaven and hell. The truth is, if you're only doing things in your life because you're avoiding punishment rather than empathy, you're not acting morally. The 10 Commandments have nothing about rape, and the Bible not only contradicts itself when within its own bindings, but at least condones slavery. Let's see. If your religion makes you a better person, that's great. There you go. But it doesn't mean you're right. It requires faith because it doesn't make logical sense. Just look up the problem of evil, and Pascal's wager only justifies your belief in Christianity because you assume God exists with no evidence. Otherwise, Jesus wasn't God Otherwise, if Jesus wasn't God, you're wasting your life. Conditions like these are why it takes religion for good people to justify doing evil. And I have a quote that I really believe in. With or without religion, you have good people doing good things and evil people doing evil things. But for good people to do evil things, that takes religion. So the state religion of ancient Rome was Roman mythology. It only changed because Emperor Constantine changed it. Christians were persecuted before that, and Christianity was relatively unknown. Constantine did more for Christianity than Jesus or his disciples ever could. The video I left linked here is of a Christian. I follow Captain Dadpool 86 on TikTok, and he turned atheist after realizing he couldn't prove God's existence and instead found there was no evidence for it. Okay, I highly recommend, if you want the secular version of Jesus, I would highly and this is what I talk about in the song, like, tell me how you're cultured and what the reason is, because you don't know the story of Socrates. I highly recommend you looking into the story and death of Socrates, who was made to drink hemlock by the state for corrupting the youth. It's similar to Jesus' descent without the sensational and subsequent blood cult and claims of divinity. Read The Trial and Death of Socrates by Plato. This song complements Bo Peep, which I released 2 weeks ago, so it was my first release for the month of February 2023, which is why I came out with it the same month. I bite a lyric from Read 108, specifically Conscious Magnetism, Imagine the Field, as I work in the reasoning at the end of the verse. So I basically talk about how the Son is more of a God than Jesus could ever be, and the myth of Jesus is based off of the Son, God's Son. Son's God. God's Son. The beat is from Keanu Beat. I already said that. Let's see. I have 43 seconds left. Okay, so just to give a timestamp, I want to say how many followers I have on each one of these platforms. So on Twitter, I have 4,750. TikTok, I have 4,730. Instagram, I have 1,110. SoundCloud, I have 110. YouTube, I have 578. Spotify, I have 227. And on my Patreon, I have 0. If by the time I release all these, if by the time I release all these songs and I haven't grown significantly, I'm going to change my approach. I'm going to have to start doing shows or something, because the whole reason... Sorry, that's my alarm. The whole reason I wanted to blow up online or try it was because I needed a fan base to go to my shows. But if that's not going to work, I'm going to have to try a different approach. Basically, social media doesn't work for growing your audience. You need a videographer. You need to be able to put money into like the video content or paid promotion, is what basically I've discovered and realized. So, let's see. Go check out my song Atheist Raps by Eric Leo 108. Let's see. 108, the album comes out March 1st, and Party Politics comes out July 4th. That's going to be it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. There's a whole bunch of comments, and there's like 8 people in here, but I'm not going to respond to them because I got to go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I mean, the whole atheist thing brings out the ignorant Christians like you, and they think they're right, so they are entitled. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. And until next time, take care. Bye.